Editing, meaning and principle. What do you mean by editing? Editing is the process of preparing language, images, or sound for presentation through correction and other modifications. In the term of journalism, editing is the action of verifying and correcting the information in a publication before it is released to the public. Editing in newspaper terminology is called copy editing, sub-editing, or sub. What are the principles of editing? The principles of good editing are: number 1, accuracy; number 2, attribution; number 3, balance and fairness; number 4, brevity; number 5, clarity; number 6, readability; and number 7, human interest. First and most important principle of good news editing are accuracy. As we know from the name accuracy, we means to be correct or to be accurate. The sub-editor should be obsessed with accuracy because one mistake can destroy the reputation of a newspaper or a magazine within the seconds. Checking and cross-checking the names, figures, and verifying facts are the utmost important thing of the accuracy. Second principle of the editing are attribution. Attribution simply means telling your readers where the information in your stories come from. Attribution is essential in all the media, including radio and television. Journalists do it so that your reader or listener can know who is speaking or where the information in the story come from. A highly placed defense, personal finance, ministry sources, etc. are attributions that help readers to arrive at their own conclusion. Third principle of good news editing are balance and fairness. Balance and fairness forms the foundation of good news editing. Balance is giving both sides of the picture, while fairness is not taking side. It also means not providing support to political parties, institutions, communities, or individuals, etc. through the column of the newspaper. It is the attribution of a professional reader and the duty of a sub-editor to implement it. Fourth principle of the news editing are brevity. The brevity is defined as the quality of being brief. Brevity is a great virtue in journalism appreciated by readers and editors alike. It is telling a story as it should be without beating around the bush. It saves time and space and wins applauses with consummated to perfections. The fifth principle of the editing are clarity. As we know from the name, clarity means the quality or state of being cleared. Clarity means that you should have all of your facts and have them organized before you start writing. Your story should leave no question unanswered and should avoid jargon. In other words, we can say that we can make the topic accessible for readers of all levels, for not only just for experts. The sixth principle of editing are readability. Readability is the quality of reading ease in your writing. Readability is a measure of how easy a piece of text is to read. It can indulge elements of familiarity, legibility, and typography. The average length of a sentence should not exceed 18 words, which is standard. Beyond 25 words, it is difficult to read the sentence. The best way is to write news stories using simple words, short and simple sentences. Readability tells you how clear and accessible your writing is to read. The last and seventh principle of editing are human interest. Human interest story is a feature story that discusses a person or people in an emotional way. It presents people and their problems, concern, or achievements in a way that brings about interest, sympathy, or motivation in the reader or viewer. Human interest story are a type of soft news. Human interest story are regarded by some scholars as a form of journalistic manipulation or propaganda.